Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you all the easiest method through which you can self-host n8n, and it will just take you 3 to 4 minutes by following the process, and you don't have to do any sort of coding, and it's going to be beginner friendly and very easy to do it yourself if you're a non-technical person. So let me show it to you all. So first we gotta go to a platform called Railway. So you can search Railway hosting and you would come up with this one. And then what you got to do is make sure you log in with your GitHub account. So I've already have mine connected. So you can either log in with your email, it's completely fine. But if you're doing with GitHub, you can deploy any projects if you already have set up in your GitHub account if needed in the future. But yeah, you can just log in with email for now. And then once you create an account on this, you just need to go to the dashboard. And you could see here that I've already have like 3 projects set up. So you need to make sure that you're on a hobby plan, which costs just $5. And once you get that plan, you would just need to click on new. So it's not necessary to get the plan, but sometimes what I felt was like you get a free $5 credit if you're creating the account for the first time. But I guess you'd get that only if you have a GitHub account, which is also not new. So if you're just creating a GitHub or just creating a new account using your email, in that case, you would need to add like a $5 credit, which isn't a big deal. So once you do that, click on new project and then come to deploy a template. And then you could see the first most one, which is, and you would just need to click on this one. If you're not able to see it, you could just search it over here and then make sure you select this. And after that, it would say these 4 are the ones that are going to get deployed. So once we say deploy, it is going to get deployed. It could take like a few minutes to get done, or a few seconds maybe. So you could see that it is getting deployed. So let me wait for it to get deployed right now. Okay, it's been a minute and looks like the deployment has been successful. So once this is done, you need to click on primary over here, and then you could see this specific URL. So if you just click on this, so you can see this is where you create the username and password over here. And this is going to be the source where it is hosted. So whenever you want to log into the instance, you got to use this URL and then use the username and password that you're going to create right now. You got to make sure that the password is safely set up. So in case you forget what the password is, then it is very hard to recover the instance. So make sure that you set up the password in a very careful way such that you save it, do it accurately. So once you do that, your instance is basically created and that's it. So now you've successfully self-hosted your account already. So this is basically it, as simple as that, to create like a self-hosted one. So apart from that, there are a couple other things, which would be, let's say that you're already having an n8n instance and you want to update that instance. So this is my instance over here, and you could see here like I could see 2 updates over here. So let me show you how you're going to update that. So over here, I would just need to go to the primary again and click on redeploy. So once I do that, it is going to get deployed again with the necessary updates. So this is the account that I just set up right now. So I'll go to my account and show that to you all. So yeah, this is my primary n8n Sanjit, you can see here. So I'll click on primary. So you can see that I've clicked here, and I would just need to click here and say redeploy, and then just say redeploy. And after that, I should get redeployed again with the necessary updates. So let me wait for that to get completed. Oh, it is completed. And now let me go back to my n8n instance. You can see 2 updates over here. Now, if I try to refresh here, I should see that those update notifications gone. You can see there's no update notifications, right? So the instance has been successfully updated. As simple as that. So this is how you update. So first you create the instance, and then this is how you update. And that's pretty much it. And apart from that, let's say you don't like the specific URL that occurs, or like you want to set up your own custom domain, you need to go to the settings and scroll down. You could see, yeah, you need to just add a custom domain and then just copy the CNAME and put in the provider's website, like wherever you're getting the domain from. Let's say it is GoDaddy. You just need to copy the CNAME and put it inside GoDaddy, set it up, and then your domain DNS would be set up. So this is how you add the domain. I think that's not really important to show like a full tutorial, but that is how you do it. It's like the same process, like wherever you connect your domain to, that is how this is going to be done. So this is how this part is done. And the other important point that I'd like to add is that you got to make sure that your billing is set up properly. And so you just need to go to the settings and set up the billing properly so that the hosting doesn't just disappear. So what happens is, let's say you fail to add the payment. So your hosting over here in the backend would just disappear. Your railway project is just going to disappear. So just make sure that if it's a $5 plan, just make sure that your billing is set up properly. And apart from that, $5 is the minimum to use this instance. But let's say your usage is high, it could go up to like $10 or something. So, the $5, what I'm trying to say is that $5 is not fixed. So it could just vary. So you could set up limits here if you wanted to, and that's it. So if you feel that you're going to have like a couple of workflows running, it is better you get like the $20 plan, which is the pro plan, or else just the $5 plan is going to be more than enough. So let me go back to the workspace again. So let's say also, like, let me see how to rename. Firstly, when you deploy a project, it would just come up with some random name. So for that, you just need to go to that project. Go to the settings. And you could see here, we just need to rename this one over here. And this is how you rename it. And that's it. So there's nothing to explain more beyond this. And let's say you're building an application that requires heavy RAM usage in the backend. In that case, definitely Railway is not the best solution for you. But this is best if you're running an automation agency that like the simple workflows, not a very complex big workflows that takes a lot of data in the backend. You get me, right? So it's just like simple, not simple, but you could build advanced workflows, but the memory that the workflows consume is what matters. So if you feel that the memory is not really much, in that case, Railway is the best solution. Or else if you feel that the data consumption, the downloaded data on the RAM, everything is going to be more, in that case, Railway is not the solution for you. The best solution is going to be AWS or any other platform. So in that case, they might require custom coded solution. Like you cannot just deploy it with just one click, like how we've done over here. So you would need to do some custom coding, and then you could just have it set up and running. So it's just one time of work. If you, let's say you're doing it on AWS or something. So if you want to do in such advanced level of thing and looking for a solution to host, in that case, you can feel free to reach out to me by clicking the link in the description, and I believe I can help you on that. So apart from that, thank you so much for taking your time and watching this video. So this video is completely unfiltered, unscripted video. So apologies if it sounded boring, but thank you so much anyways.